Good evening. Welcome to today's instalment of Mindful Monday. Happy Easter. Hope you have all had a lovely weekend. I hope the Easter Bunny came to visit you and that you haven't eaten all your chocolate yet. I hope you've got some left to see you through the week. For today's mindful moment, I wanted to talk to you briefly about movement. Because now that our movements have been restricted somewhat in terms of where we can go, I think it's really important that we do keep moving. And if you are able to get out and about for your daily walk, then do try and do that. If you're cocooning, if you've been asked to cocoon, recommended to cocoon and stay in your boundaries. If you've got a garden, if you're able to go for a little walk, a little bit of exercise in the garden, brilliant. Get out there, get some fresh air, move your body. There's so much research into the fact that moving your body can actually change your mind. So even if you're not struggling with this situation, then fantastic, but do still get out there and make sure that you are still reaping those benefits. And keep that brain fog away. But if you are struggling in any way, get out there, move your body. If you're unable to get out into the garden, if you don't have a garden, if the weather's too bad and you don't want to go out, even within your house, even 30 seconds, 60 seconds of movement of any kind of moving your body has fantastic benefits. If you were struggling with a creative fog, for example, or you were getting frustrated with something, maybe you're working from home still, and you're struggling at the computer, can't get past a certain point, get up, move your body, even go for a walk around the table. When you're boiling the kettle, do some stretches, do some star jumps if you're that way inclined. Anything at all that you can do. Doesn't have to even be particularly energetic. As I said, if you are able to get out of the house, do that. Particularly if you're craving human interaction, social interaction. I've been trying to get out and go for some walks, and I've seen new people each day that have been out, people that I've never encountered before, probably because we're all keeping different hours now than we would be ordinarily. We're at home and we're sticking closer to home at times when ordinarily we would be out at work perhaps, or we'd be choosing to drive somewhere else to spend our leisure time. But because we're staying closer to home, we're able to see more of the people who live by us, see our neighbours. And I don't know about you, but I've found as well that when you are passing people in the street, people are pleased to see you, perhaps more so than normal. I think there's a genuine feel of people are pleased to see other people, but also people are pleased to see that other people are doing well. I think there's a great sense of community spirit at the moment where we want others to be doing well. So to see others out there, getting out there, being active, being happy, is bolstering other people as well. So it really can have such fantastic knock-on effects, not just for yourself but for the wider community as well. And it just is a sign that life is, still going on. We are still able to get by. So do get out there if you can. I apologise if I'm waffling a little bit. Also, in terms of mindfulness, I don't know whether any of you saw earlier today, but I shared a little post to my story, which was a GAA skills challenge that my son's club had put on. And I just thought that was a really fantastic thing that anybody can do. You don't have to be part of a club, you don't have to be a child. I went out and did it with my son just this afternoon. It was quite tricky, but the thing that they were doing particularly today, I just thought it's a fantastic mindful experience or mindful activity, because the things that we were doing, we were asked to throw a ball up and out and catch them simultaneously, 2 balls. I'll post a video on here to explain it better than I can, and you can all have a good laugh as well at me trying to do it. But what I'm trying to say is the coordination that's required means that you cannot, I cannot think of anything else while I was doing that. So it's just a good way, all those little things are fantastic exercises to be able to do, to focus your mind, to just think on that one moment at that particular time. So anything like that. And you're getting out there, you're getting exercise. I was spending time with my family, that we all had a good laugh at each other, trying and failing to do it, and then we were pleased that we did succeed to do it. So anything like that that you can do is just brilliant. So move your body to change your mind. As I say, I will post a video on here of me. I don't have the skills to edit it and amalgamate it together. But do give it a go. Keep an eye on it. The club is Bala GAA, Bala Hadreen GAA Club. But I'm sure your local club is putting similar things on if you want to look into things like that. There's a wealth of little clips and challenges and things online anyway. But do have a go at them, because they're really good little things for boosting your mind and for focusing and for improving yourself, improving your coordination and your catching. I can use that practice, as you will see if you watch the video. Okay. So yeah, just a couple of little exercises now then, just to illustrate the movement and the effect that it has on your mood and on calming ourselves. And then I'll wrap up for today. And I'll see you all again on Wednesday. So the first thing, and then we'll just finish with a tiny little relaxation exercise, but still focusing on movement. But the first thing I just want you to do is just to prove to you what I'm trying to say about movement being linked to your brain and how it can have such a calming effect. So I just want you to close your eyes if you want to, keep them open if you don't. I just want you to raise your arms as you take a deep breath in, and lower them in time with your breathing, and we're just going to do that 3 times. So we're going to breathe in. I'm going to go outwards because otherwise I'll hit the camera. So I'm going to breathe in, breathe out and lower, breathe in, stretch a little bit at the top and breathe out and lower, and one more time, breathe in, so you could continue that at any point that you wanted to, if you felt that you needed a bit of a, maybe I like to think of it a bit like when you're eating, if you're having a big meal and you're supposed to cleanse your palate in between courses. If you're doing different activities, if you're feeling yourself get a bit stressed out, take a bit of time out and tuning into your movement is just a great way to refocus and help yourself to think differently. Certainly if you feel your mood starting to slip, it's a brilliant way just to try and just get yourself out of that. I don't think it's any coincidence that whenever we see powerful figures in movies or anything like that, that they're pacing the floor, they're moving when they're making important decisions quite a lot of the time. That's because movement increases the blood flow to our brain, and it can boost our creativity as well, and our power of thought. Please do give it a go. I am not just saying this, I'm not just making it up to try and fill 10 minutes of a mindfulness video. Don't take my word for it, move your body and change your mind, and let me know how you get on, particularly if you try these skills challenges. Tag me in your videos and let me see how you did, and also how it made you feel, if it did improve your mood. I'm certain that it will. Okay, so now then, just for the next little couple of minutes, I want you to pick a movement. Can be anything you like. You can get up and move around if you want to, or you can stay sitting down and you can wave your arms around, you can sway your legs in your seat, you could stamp your feet, any kind of movement. You could even rub your hands together, you could shake your head from side to side. Just pick your nice little movement. You can jog, you can jump, you can skip, you can stroll, anything at all that you like. And focus on the movements. on how it feels to move your body. Notice the way that each body part moves. How many muscles are involved with each individual movement. Become aware of any areas that are tender or aching or stiff. And pay attention to how your body makes contact with the ground. Pay attention to how your body makes contact with the seat or the bed if you're still sitting down. Notice whether your movements create any noise. Is there any sound associated with the movements that you're making? How does the air feel as you move? Do you notice the air against your body as you're moving through the air? And do you notice a breeze or a temperature change? And ask yourself how you're feeling now. Do you feel any different to before? Take a big deep breath. And you can rest now if you like. Calm your breathing down. And just pay attention to how you're feeling now. And in particular, if there is any difference in the way you were feeling before you started moving your body and the way you're feeling now. And again, I would invite you to try this a few times throughout the course of your day, throughout the course of the week. And whenever you feel, whether you need it or you don't, just to notice the difference, just see how you're feeling. Do a little bit of movement and then check in with yourself again and become aware of how you're feeling then after you've done your movement, and see how you're feeling, if there's any improvement. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful and informative. Have a lovely evening, have a lovely Tuesday, and I will see you again here on Wednesday. Bye.